Good morning, good morning. Even though it's almost lunchtime. There we go. Let's turn the brightness up. Okay. See ya. Oh yeah, that's not helping at all. Um there we go. That's much better. It's just that I'm such a ray of sunshine that the sun can't help but to shine on me. So we're gonna let it. Let's see. And I just want to check. Ooh, 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 ooh. Perfect. All right. So, let me just get out my notes and get started. Because, yeah, I got a lot of notes. I got a lot of notes. So, my name, let me make sure I'm sitting in a good angle so I don't look. Oh, this is way better. Yeah, this is way better. Like this. Okay, so my name is Jasmine Green. I am the owner of Jazzy Accessories, obviously. And one of the things that I wanted to do was like come on here today and just talk about a few things when it comes down to my business. We have officially been open one whole year. Um, Jazzy Accessories started off as a thought back in 2017. I was still in the process of putting my business together, and I only had a few handbags, maybe some sunshades and some sandals to sell. but I wasn't taking myself seriously at the time because I didn't believe that I could do it at the time. Just because you have something to sell doesn't mean people are going to buy it. And, one thing about having your own business is you have to learn to accept that. There is no guarantee that people will buy your products just because you have products. You have to figure out who are the people that you're selling your products to and why does it matter to them. I would have to figure out, how can I convince a group of men to buy lip balm and lip gloss from an accessory store when the actual matter is I don't necessarily have to convince them to buy it. I'm not forcing you to buy this. I'm telling you why you need it. And that's the most important thing about having your own business is knowing who your target audience is and why they need your product. Not why should they buy it. People buy things all the time that they don't need just because they can. Why do people spend $6,000 on a robe that they can spend maybe $20 to $40 at Walmart on that same robe? But most people don't just purchase things from vendors or businesses just because they have products. People have some idea of why they need that product, why they need to make that purchase. So for me, my idea of Jazzy Accessories is fully about giving luxury lip gloss and lip balm along with luxury hand-picked accessories that people will find valuable to their closet, because if you love accessories, you love to have a lot of accessories. You love for you love to be able to switch it up. A lot of people love to have different options. A lot of people love to have different varieties of the same thing. Give me one in every color. I'm the same way. And the only difference between me and other people is that this is just this isn't just any regular lip gloss that I found to sell to people. This isn't just any lip balm that I found to sell to people. No, I take my time, and out of love and the passion that I have for, soft lips, you know, I make my lip gloss by hand. I make my lip balm by hand with all natural ingredients. I don't use anything outside of the ordinary. So there was one question I received: well, is my lip gloss and my lip balm eczema safe? I would say so, but I can't say for sure because it depends on what sets off your eczema. Because I can use, the shea butter and my regular oils that I use to enhance the softness of your lips and moisturize your lips and things like that. But if you are prone to having eczema outbreaks due to certain oils or certain moisturizer, that is something that um, I would be able to try to go around, because right now at the moment I'm trying to see, other than that person who asked me that question, my goal is to um give I want everyone to have a piece of Jazzy Accessories lip gloss and lip balm. So if I have to make unscented flavors, I will. I just have to deem it necessary, because I just want to make sure that I'm not making the lip gloss or the lip balm unscented, and that's not the thing that is helping you. If it's the shea butter or the cocoa butter, if it's the oil that may set your eczema off, then that's the type of things that I need to know, so that way I can make the things that are going to get the job done, but are also not going to flare up your eczema, because I don't want that. That's not something I want. So what inspired me to start Jazzy Accessories was the fact that I feel like I'm a fashionista, but I'm a fashionista on a budget. So I'm not going to spend $3,000 $4,000 on, certain clothing items or certain shoes or things like that, because that's not my forte. My forte is looking good and still staying in budget. And you can do that with the right accessories. You can make a $2 dress from Walmart look like a Louis Vuitton dress with the right accessories. It's not what you do, is how you do it. And that's the kind of person I am. So I started Jazzy Accessories to give people a chance to have luxury jewelry and accessories to go with their clothing, and know that they spent a nice amount of money on it and it wasn't expensive. It wasn't, and you didn't have to give an arm and a leg for it. Even though it's a nice price, it doesn't give cheap material, because I wouldn't sell anything that I wouldn't wear. So a lot of the products that I have on my site right now, if I haven't tried it on, I plan to, but I most likely have tried it on, and that's why I made it to the site. So and then when it comes to the lip gloss and lip balm, I am the kind of person where, everyone's like, what's the first thing you look at a person? Their mouth. I look at their mouth. And, everyone's mouth isn't perfect, but I'm just going to say, like, for some reason, that's just the first thing I look at, even on myself. The first thing I look at is my lips. So with that being said, I want to make sure that my lips are always on point. I always want to make sure they're moisturized, they're glossy, because if I'm going to pay attention to other people's lips that way, I'm pretty sure they pay attention to mine that way. And that's where the narrative came in of me selling the accessories along with the lip gloss and the lip balm. And it's for the guys too. There are every now and then, I have a rotation system with Jazzy Accessories. So some things come in and some things go out, but it's never going to be too much on there to overwhelm you. One thing I want people to be able to do on Jazz Accessories is to go onto the website and see what they need, easily find it, and have no issues with it. So, with that being said, some things have their moment and some things don't. Some things come at a certain time, some things leave at a certain time. So, what makes Jazzy Accessories different from other lip gloss and accessories company is everything that I do it as if I'm doing it for myself. It's not just for the money. It's not just for the money for me. Like I said, I care about my lips and my lips being moisturized, and I also care about looking good, even if it's on a budget. You should never have to feel like you have to go broke to look good. I never want to feel like I have to go broke to look good. Oh, I have to work 3 jobs and I have to sell cars on the side. And, I don't ever want to have to feel like I have to do all that just to match with today's persona. And that's what my business is about. Those are the kind of people my business is for. People who know what they want and know they don't want to spend a whole lot of money on it. So there have been some challenges that I had to overcome. This was my first full year. Jazzy Accessories was officially open for business last year in May. And so this is our first actual year doing business and actually making sales and having customers. And there were a lot of things that I did wrong and a lot of things that I did right as well. So, one thing that I will say that I did wrong was I had a whole lot of things on my website that people could purchase for, because I wanted to be able to cater to everybody. Everybody. I wanted to have a collection of things for the whole family. But at the same time, I'm still a small business, and certain things is really hard to navigate with small businesses. So, certain things take time, take steps. That's why I only produce so many products at such a time on my website. So, there's never going to be a time where you go on my website and there's more than 15 items on there, because who wants to go through all those items? I'm not Amazon. I am not a Macy's. I am a small business sells handmade lip gloss, lip balm, and I sell accessories as well. Um, so one challenge that I overcame was turning Jazzy Accessories into a personal closet. I had a collection of things on Jazzy Accessories, and it became overwhelming for customers to go on jazzy accessoriesllc.com, and and it's like 100 things popping up all at one time. So for me, with this being my first year as a actual small business owner and doing business, I know that I do not need to have that many products on there. When people tell you to just start off with 10 to 15 items, they really mean that. They're saying that for a reason. People will come on your website and get overwhelmed just because there's way too much stuff on there. Way too much stuff. So, with that being said, I narrowed it down. I picked out some of the hottest sellers along with my lip gloss and lip balm. That's really all I need up there, and that's enough for me as a small business owner for the first year to manage and watch, and first in first out, or seasonally move things around, so that way I can see what my people like and what my people don't like. um this year, I will say my top selling item in Jazzy Accessories, believe it or not, were socks. I sold a lot of knee-high tube socks last year. So those socks are definitely going to stick around a little while longer. Everything on my website, except for the lip gloss and lip balm, because I hand make them, has an expiration date. Everything has an end date. None of the accessories are permanent. They definitely are temporary workers, and once it's time to go, they will go. So that's why I always encourage people to hop on the sale, hop on the product while I have it, because once I sell so many of it, or once it doesn't do what I need it to do, I move on to the next thing. So, if I had to give advice to anyone that is a new business owner, I would say take your time when you're doing things and actually learn what you're doing. Don't just do it just to do it. Don't rush to get it done so you don't have to deal with it anymore. If you were working on your website and you thought that that was going to take 1 day and it looks like it's going to take three, take those 3 days and learn what you are doing, because you're learning. You are bettering yourself. You are learning things as you go. And that is something that is very, very important. I learned a lot about setting up my website as I was setting it up. I did a lot of things wrong with that. I had to learn that people were under the impression that I had geriatric, because the everything on my website was so big. And to this day, I'm still working on, fixing it and making some adjustments, but it's fine for now. I do have other small business owners who I plan on being in touch with and us trading services with each other, because, that way we can all get a glimpse to see what we all can do for each other. I love networking with other people. One thing I love as a small business owner is linking up with other small business owners. If you see a lot of my Jazzy Accessory posts, I'm definitely encouraging small business owners to link up with other small business owners, because I feel like once you have a small business network community, once you have that type of thing going on, it's easier for you to know how to navigate, market, target, promote, all of those good things. Once you have a good community of people around you who are actually doing the things that you want to do. It's really important to surround yourself with, like the people that you want to be like. And one thing that I really hate that I had to witness was like a lot of people don't want to see you growing without them. I had to let a lot of people go as Jazzy Accessories started to grow. The more the more progress I made with Jazzy Accessories, the less and less and less friends I started to have. The less and less support I started to have. But one thing that people have to realize is that your support is never going to come from the people you know. Your support is always going to be that those cool people that watch your streams for, unlimited amount of times or for so many minutes and actually listen to what you have to say about your niche, your business, your content, those type of things. Those are the people that support you. And those are the people that you need to be looking to. Those are the people that are going to accept that this is my price. My price is my price. They're not going to come to you and say, well, can I get a discount? Which is another thing I learned about as a small business owner. Everything does not, every time you don't always have to have a sale to catch a sale. You don't always have to have a sale to catch a sale. Most of the sales I received them outside of my discount season. Most of the times I give discounts during the holidays or random appreciation. I might do a celebration sale or discount. But other than that, I don't just, do random discounts. I am in the process of putting together a raffle. Um, I was going to do a raffle when I first opened my business, but then once I realized what it would take at the beginning of my business to do a raffle, I was like, okay, well, you know something, maybe I'm going to put this raffle off until we make it to a year. And we have made it to a year. It is officially Jazzy Accessories' birthday. But now we have other things that we need to take care of, and that involves networking still. I'm continuously networking with people all of the time. All I want to do is come across great vendors, great people, great business people. I'm not in the progress of looking for friends as I go on this business journey. I'm in the process of looking for business people with like-minded business ideas. That's it. I'm not trying to make friends. It's not a call for friendship. It is just a call for a gathering of a possible community. So, um, the next thing that I have for Jazzy Accessories is basically going out and about. Right now, Jazzy Accessories is pretty much website based. You can catch me streaming on plenty of platforms, talking about my business, informing people of my business and what it is, what it's about, what it benefits them, and so, in the near future, I plan to do pop up shops, small business events in my area, things like that to get myself out there, which is why I have been scouting for people who do flyers, business cards, any type of brand designing, those type of things I have been looking for because I really want to make sure that everything that people walk away from at that pop-up shop that I'm involved in has my business logo and website on, because I'm coming strong and hard when it comes down to promote my business. I'm not playing any games. So I feel like it depends on how this year goes. Um how sales go, um, and what products it will involve, because a lot of the products will not make it and some products will. But for sure and for certain, you will be able to buy some lip gloss and lip balm from me. It's the accessories that are seasonal. Everyone doesn't necessarily wear the same accessories throughout the season. Certain things I feel like you can wear them year round. Hoops, uh certain necklaces. Obviously you're not going to wear an anklet in the wintertime, right? No one's going to see it. So why sell it during the wintertime? You know, I don't find that understandable when it comes down to me. Um, so the reason I think that people should support Jazzy Accessories is because Jazzy Accessories is not something that was built on any ill intent, malicious intent, or anything in that way, shape, or form. Jazzy Accessories was strictly built off of understanding um, affordable luxury and being seen, feeling seen. You're not just another receipt number to Jazzy Accessories. You're not just another order number to Jazzy Accessories. You're not just another shipping label to Jazzy Accessories. Every order, every every order, every comment, every like, every post, every tag, every follow, anything dealing with Jazzy Accessories is greatly appreciated. Even if you just share a post, I greatly appreciate it because you are still supporting the hustle. And the reason that I'm asking people to support Jazzy Accessories is because we all know what it's like to have that hustle. And Jazzy Accessories is only here to give an affordable luxury without you feeling like you have to hustle to be able to afford it. And I'm always taking comments, I'm always taking questions. So at any point, if it's something that makes you question, like, what, why am I purchasing from Jazzy Accessories? I have no issue with explaining why. I have no issue with explaining why. Uh, and it's just, because I'm doing the same thing as everybody else, but my way. I want to make lip gloss. I'm going to make I make lip gloss that not only moisturize your lips, but give it that shine. I make lip balm that not only moisturize your lips, but it's a moisture you can actually see. The lip balm that I make, when I make it so that when you put it on, it melts onto your lips. You don't have to do too much to get it on. You just add your little bit to your finger, dab it on. There's no extra ingredients in it that is crazy, insane, and it'll make you think, will this break me out? Because it won't. It's nothing in there, but it's under 10 ingredients in Jazzy Accessories lip gloss and lip balm. Under 10 ingredients. And you can buy your lip gloss, your lip balm, and some accessories on the side because that's what it is. It's Jazzy Accessories. We sell lip gloss and balm and accessories. So, um, I created Jazzy Accessories to be a part of a movement to better hydrate people's lips and do it with style and gloss. So, and the reason is because I'm the kind of person where I don't just use any type of lip products on my lip. As you can tell, I have very, very sensitive skin, and I don't like using certain products on my lips. Certain scented flavors, certain lip balms and lip gloss have certain scents or certain ingredients that can cause you to have a reaction, and that's not something you want. If you're using the lip balm and the lip gloss to hydrate your lips, you don't want to risk breaking your lips out. You don't want to risk breaking your lips and things out trying to moisturize your lips because that defeats the purpose. People are not just looking directly just at your mouth. They look at the whole First of all, they look at your whole face, but they also look at your mouth and around your mouth. And so with Jazzy Accessories, we want to make sure that what you're putting here doesn't affect here. We never want to give you products that you fix one problem and has have another one. That's not the goal. That is not the goal. We don't want you to have to fix one problem, but it caused more problems. It's just like when people take medicine. Oh, I'm going to take a such and such because my head hurt. Yeah, but every time I take it, my ears ring. But what is the point in that? All right. So, my goal for Jazzy Accessories is to create a brand that is known for contributing to people having moisturized lips that look and feel real good. That's all I want. I want you to be able to smile and know that you have everything that you need to make that smile A1 like it already is. Crusty lips isn't one of them though. I'm telling you, crusty lips is not what you want in a smile, okay? Um a lot of the times I have flare ups, and as you can see, like I said, my face is breaking out all the way here. And so sometimes it's like you won't even see me get on. But if this is how I have to get on to get you to see, to understand, if we have to grow together, that's what we're going to do. I want to grow with my supporters. I want to grow with my customers. I want to grow with the people that want to see me succeed. Let's do this together. And that's one thing that I love about this being, my own business, is I have the choice. I have to pick. I can choose who I choose to grow this with, and I want to grow with my supporters. I want to grow with y'all. That's what I want. So, right now, I have been live for about 30 minutes. So I just want to leave the floor open for any questions that I may not have answered. Um, let's see. How can I do this? All right. So thank you for the questions in advance. Thank you for your time. If you swung by to watch, if you stopped by, if you peeped in, if you listened for a few minutes, I wanted to thank you. Um, if you're seeing this and you decide to make a purchase today, please feel free to DM me. I'm on all platforms under Jazzy Accessories LLC. Please feel free to DM me to get a special discount from me on your purchase today because this is our first live stream on YouTube. So I just wanted to get those questions, those answers to those questions out the way and kind of give a little bit of intel of what I have been going through, and how it has been to be a small business owner for the first year and what I've learned and what's changed and yeah, give you a little history about Jazzy Accessories. So make sure you like, make sure y'all follow, get your heart me's in. Um, we are only going up from here. So please like, share, subscribe, follow, do all of that, do everything.